Hello and welcome to Trello with the Crumble Power Up. So what I want to do is guide you through here on how you can start setting up your own board with Crumble. So all I've done here is I've gone to Power Ups and I've added Crumble. And then now you can see at the top I've got Crumble. And you can see here it's nothing else has been set up. Like literally everything is blank. So we go through this. There's obviously some contacts in from when I've got them on my other list, but you can see everything else is pretty much blank. So what we're going to do is we're going to start getting this all set up and ready to go. So the first thing that we actually want to do is we need to decide on what list we want at the top. So these lists are going to be what you're going to basically drag people from. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put one which says new leads. I do like to have an emoji, so I'm just gonna do that. So new leads. So everybody who comes into this are going to be brand new into my world. And we can see here that if I press add card, I'm just going to do a test here. I'm just going to put Harry Potter. And then if we load it up, you can see that it's saying here, want to see the Crumble fields, add this list to Crumble lists. But we're going to do that after. So at the minute, it doesn't look all flashy, but it's going to just bear with us and follow it step by step. So the next one that I'm going to have is I'm going to have cold. So this for me means that someone is a cold lead. So I'm actually going to just put this here, but I'm just going to put brand new and not had any contact and has made an inquiry but haven't actually got back to us. And I'm going to class cold as lead that we've had no contact with for 4 weeks. And then I'm going to have because I do calls, you may not, so a call book. Here we go. And what that means is have booked a 3 call in. There we go. The next one I'm going to have is quotation. So it means we've sent a quotation out to them. So we're going to put in here, have been sent a quotation. Then next, I'm going to have people who are in onboarding. So they are currently in the onboarding process, like that. And then I'm going to have like one where I'm going to have all the current projects. So like this is going to be current projects. So projects that are being worked on right now. And then last but not least, I'm going to have a closed column. So actually I'm going to have that as lost. There we go. And then we're going to have a one column. Do I have a tick emoji to hand? Let me search for a tick emoji. Hang on, I've lost it. Everything's gone off my screen. It's not typing. Might be check. Might be a check. There we go. We can have a green tick. There we go. So we've got that. So won and lost. And I'm going to have that as that. So you'd create all these lists first. Then what you want to do is you want to press Crumble at the top here. And when you've got on top of Crumble, what we're going to do now is we're actually going to connect the list. So if we go into settings on the left, you can see Crumble list. We want to turn these on. And this means it's going to put it as part of our funnel. So I want to know what new leads are in. I want to know what's cold. I want to know what's got a call booked. I want to know what's got a quotation. Yep, I probably need to know who's in onboarding. And then obviously we're going to have one or lost. But at current projects, I don't want that tracked in my funnel. Like, I don't need that. So I'm just going to leave it. No, so I need it on. So I'm going to turn it on still. But I'm actually going to turn off the funnel because I don't need it as part of the funnel, if that makes sense. So my funnel is new leads. They may go cold, but we're going to book a call. They're going to go to quotation, onboarding, and then lost or won. That's how it's going to work. And then at the bottom here, you can select where you want people to go by default, which is going to be new leads. So right, happy days. So if we now go to contact fields, this is where we can actually decide what fields we want. So obviously I want their name. So I'm actually going to rename this to first name. And then we've got surname. And I actually want this on the front of the card. So this is going to make sense in a minute. Phone number, yep, that can be on the inside. I need their email address. Company, yeah. I also want that on the front card. Job title, I don't actually need that. So you can't delete some of these, but you can turn them off. So I can turn it off. Don't really need another birthday, so I'm going to turn that off. Yep, address, notes, yep, I'm going to need some notes. I don't really want the rating one. And then we can add some more in if we want to. Now, you've got two types of fields. You've got contact fields and you've got lead fields. So what the difference is contact fields, well, I'm going to show you actually. Let me do you an example and it's going to make much more sense. So let me just go in here. We're just going to put Harry Potter at testing limited. There we go. So if I open this up now, it's going to load up this. So I can add someone from my contacts. So now you can see the fields that are appearing here are the contact fields. So if I put Harry Potter, just going to put my own number in there. We're going to put my own email in. Testing limited, 111 Happy Magical Road. No, there we go. And I'm going to press save new contact. So now we can see we've got this contact here. Now you can see we've also got this other box, lead info. So that's the difference between the fields. So obviously Harry Potter may come to me with 3 or 4 different inquiries for different services and things like that. Or he may be a repeat client. So he goes through one project and then he books us for another project. So it's kind of like a repeat client. So obviously it saves him as a contact and you can press edit and see all the fields there. And then the lead info, this is relevant to this actual lead. So this is where these fields come in. So now, if I just click off that, I'm going to go back to up just to show you as well. So now you can see on the front of the card, because I said I want the first name and surname to be viewable, you can see that there. Because I said I want the company name there, you can see that there. So now I'm going to go back to Crumble and go back into settings, and we're going to go back to contact fields. So there's not actually any more details I need on the contact side. That's like all the contact details I need. I don't need no more. If I did, I would put that in there. Actually, I'm going to add one in. I'm going to put add new contact field and I am going to have website and press add because that would be quite handy having the website available there. So there we go. Next up, we're going to go to lead fields. So in here, we can edit various things. I'm going to edit the source. So my sources are going to be website, contact. I'm going to have Facebook, going to have Instagram. I don't need Google Forms, but I do need LinkedIn. I don't need Crumble, but I do need repeat customer. I'm going to need email. I'm going to need referral. And then I may need some additional ones in here, which I can obviously put in. I'm just going to put other. I've still got LinkedIn there, haven't I? Yeah. It's obvious. Oh, email marketing as well. And then we can obviously rearrange these here. So you can see you can rearrange them quite easily. So I'm going to put repeat customer near the bottom actually. There we go. Don't need that on the front of card. Creation date. Yep, I'd like to know what date the lead got received. So I'm actually going to rename this and put lead received date. It's too long. Date inquired. That's what we'll do. And then you can choose if you want to show this on the calendar or not, which I do not need to know. Then we've got the deal value. So this is going to be the value that it's at. So I'm just going to change it to UK format like that. And I'm going to put, do I want to call it deal value? Yeah, I'm going to call it deal value. Then we've got the status. So in the status one, we can see here we've got open, lost, and won. And I actually would like that. So I'm going to turn that on. Then we've got the website. So we can put that on here if we want, but I've left that in the contact fields. We've got type of work. This is something I created on a previous board. So you can see what I've done. I've put all the different types of work that I do. So I'm going to keep that on. Turn it on. It's going to be on the inside of a card and it's going to be on the front of the card. Then I've got previous work. So I can tick them off if we've done previous work for him, which that's going to be a yes as well. Then the last bit of setting you've got is in the general bit here. So these are things that you can, it's a new feature that's actually in, and you can choose what you want as your format. So I want day, month, year. And then you can put the different lost reasons as well. So let's have a look now at this one. So now what we can see is we can change things. So we can say these came from Facebook. They inquired 2 days ago. They were £200. This is the thing. It's open. The type of work is social media content. We've not previously worked with them. And we press update lead. And then that's going to update the card for us. Now, if you look at the front, this is what we can see. And then obviously, if you ever change anything, you go back to Crumble settings. And if you want to change something, like actually, I would like the status on the front of the card. And when you go back, you can see status open. And what you can do is you can drag this along your CRM as required. So if they actually ended up booking a call, I can then update that and put that to call booked. And then what I like to do when I'm using this, I like to put a description in about what the lead is. So I would put in the details in there about what it is. And then any activity that happens, I like to put down here, such as called on 21st October. You know, any notes like that. So now when we actually look at Crumble itself, and we go in, you can see this bit here where it says win summary. So let's just see how this works, right? Let's change this to 1. So you can see here you've got won and lost. So let's put 1. So it's saying 1, and you can edit the win date. And obviously that's now marked as 1. So now if we actually go into Crumble, you will see the dashboard change. So now it's saying this month, so you can change this at the top left, that we've had +1 compared to the last month. This is the amount of leads we had. It's £200 in value. We've got a goal that's set in here, which we can show you how you change all this. And then obviously the leads, you can choose different comparisons, and you can see the won leads here as well. And you can change that for this week, quarter, etc. When you go into the report section here, you'll start to be able to see how many people are in different stages of the funnel. So what I'm actually going to do is I am just going to copy that, just so that we've got, you know, something else that we can play with. And we're going to add from contacts. We are going to search for Harry Potter. Add Harry Potter in. Just going to add a random deal into this. There we go. So we've got another random lead in. So now if I go back to Crumble, what we can see here under the report section is that we've actually got 2 people who went from new lead to call booked, because that's the funnel journey. I actually probably need to remove call. You can see how many people you've got at the call book section. You can see the deal value up top. You can see the percentage of people under call booked, etc. You can change things here. So over here, it's filters by source. It tells me I've had 1 referral from Facebook, 1 referral from LinkedIn. I can see the type of work difference, and you can see a few more stats on there. The lead section here, you can see all the current leads that you currently have as a little spreadsheet, and the calendar you can use in various ways, which we're not going to go through now. Of course, you've got toppings as well, which I'm not going to go through now, but you can connect your Gmail, etc. through here, which I highly recommend that you do. So let's just double and check this, and let's test it out. Let's change this to 1. Go to Crumble, and this will have now updated to 2. It has not yet. I've refreshed. Let me check that it has done it. I was too quick for it. Now it's done it. So we're going to wait for that update lead button to set updated the lead. Now what you can see here, we can't obviously click anything, update lead, unless you change something. So if that's grayed out, don't worry. So if we go back to Crumble, you can see now 2, and the value is £700. It's lovely to use Crumble. I absolutely love it. I have tried so many different CRMs. This is the one that I prefer the most, and I'm a tech geek who really could get along with any CRM going, but I prefer this one and find this one the most easiest. Hope that quick fire tutorial of how to use the new version of Crumble, because they have done several updates, helps you out and makes everything seem simple for you.